Welcome to the new Vaudeville Revue, coming from the beautiful Colonial Theater in downtown Belfast. This show is made possible with the generous support of the following sponsors: Viking Lumber Company, Rollies Bar and Grill, the Belfast Co-op Store, Consumers Fuel, Coyote Moon, Argentine Tango in Belfast, Camden National Bank, Cold Mountain Builders, Village Soup, Colonial Plastering, Pam McKean, licensed massage therapist, the Colonial Theater.
This is Ando Anderson, and I take you now to Dreamland in the beautiful Colonial Theater.
Thank you, welcome. My name's Ando Anderson. I'm your host and MC for a new Vaudeville Revue, the show that celebrates life in Waldo County. So, we've got a great show for you today. We've got a great band. We've got some great musicians and poets and acts and actors. So, anyway, I want to tell the people in the TV audience a couple of things. This show is being performed on the first Sunday of each month. If you'd like to come and be part of our studio audience, that would be great. Also, if you hear any laughter or applause, that is not canned applause. That is actual, organic, free range applause. Okay. Thanks, I got it. That's just what I wanted. Okay, in our next skit, we're going to reflect on the recovery community and the rampant consumerism that affects our lives. Thank you, dear.
Honey, I just don't know what I'd do without that new UHA meeting. It is such a relief to know that I am not alone with this affliction, that there are others out there fighting the same fight, struggling through the gut-wrenching agony of withdrawal, others with sweaty, trembling palms at the local convenience stores, braving the hypnotic pull that has made life unmanageable.
Oh, it's great, dear.
Well, there's just no need to white-knuckle it all alone, not when there is UHA and others out there to share the pain.
That's good, honey.
This one meeting really seems to focus the light of recovery on my specific issues. I think I may quit some of my other meetings.
What?
Well, just one or two.
Which ones?
Well, the Feng Shui Clutterbusters Anonymous, and the High Interest Rate Survivors Anonymous, and maybe even Long Distance Callers Anonymous.
FSCBA, HARSA, and LCDA? Honey, the Long Distance Callers Anonymous is one of your favorites. That leader, you were telling me all about him.
Oh, I guess I forgot to tell you. He's basically just getting his fix from the internet. He slashed his phone bills, but he's still a social zombie.
Social zombie? Why, you made him out to be such a live wire. I was even thinking about going to that meeting myself, and I hate the telephone.
Oh, he's the same at the meetings, of course, leading us in cheers and songs. First time I ever heard the Serenity Prayer to a hip-hop beat. But by day, he's totally zoned out staring at the computer screen. Why, his wife and kids finally left, and he didn't realize it for 3 days.
Wow!
I mean, I don't want to take his inventory, but it's hard to take a guy seriously if he doesn't walk the walk.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hear you, honey. But you know, it's so nice to be able to shut our garage door again. And we're almost emptied out one of our storage units. I'm so proud of the work you've been doing. And, you know, I just don't think I could bear it if you fell into accumulating again.
Now, honey, I know you have reason to doubt. I have been excessive in the past.
I think the word is obsessive.
I'm feeling pretty fragile right now. This is no time for criticism.
Oh, I didn't mean to be critical. It's just that we're renting 3 storage units. We got that huge barn completely full, and we haven't put our cars in the garage in 3 years. And now you're talking about quitting groups just when we start to get our lives in line. I'm just a little bit concerned, that's all.
But the new meeting.
Yeah, but the feng shui clutter busters, they're so wicked, so dynamic. And you gotta admit, it's nice to be able to use one of our closets.
But this new meeting.
And high interest rate survivors group. Honey, we're just about to get lined up again financially. Do you dare risk our solvency?
But UHA addresses all of those issues so clearly. Oh, and it would be so nice to have at least one evening a week without a meeting.
Oh, honey, another one of those alphabet soup meetings? Oh, I don't know.
I told you all about UHA. Don't you listen to anything I say? What say you check out that men's communication skills group?
There's a group for that?
Oh, don't I wish.
Listen, I'm sorry, honey. You know, I just, you know, there's a lot of those blank A groups.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But I thought even you would remember UHA as the local Uncle Henry's Anonymous.
Uncle Henry's Anonymous?
And it's so much fun! The people there are so good, and they have such good stories. Like this one guy, I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but last week, this one guy, he thought he sold something to a terrorist, and he was so guilty.
A terrorist? Osama bin Laden! Oh!
Standing outside the Belfast Co-op, you may be amazed, baffled, bewitched by the bewildering array of services, goods, and activities on the bulletin out front. What if you were in the market for, say, a therapeutic massage? How would you know, how could you know who to go to and what to get? Here, for your aid and betterment, is our guide to therapeutic massage in Waldo County.
George Headway, CMT, EMT, CRS, EMS, OPP, QRS, TUV, SUV, and NRA, offering deep tissue massage. Ha! George is a skillful, experienced massage machine. He's the one who deftly glaze your musculature from the bone.
What? You didn't need that, did you?
He says as he masterfully separates your gastrocnemius from his pocket up against your tibia. He's been doing this for years as a devoted clientele, none of whom are in therapy for their masochistic tendencies.
Oh, yeah, baby!
They continue to go to him as sheep to the shearer. As you tremble and gasp under his relentless grasp, remember, it feels good. Not because it feels good now, but because...
You'll feel great when it stops.
Brenda Marcia, energy worker, intuitive therapist, body, mind, spirit integrator, and light therapist, offering chakra massage. Brenda has a rock for every chakra, and that chakra. She'll go around massaging your physical body. But first, your etheric body needs a tune-up. By any means, Brenda will be happy to let you know if something in your aura is not quite right.
You have a blockage there. Maybe you need some therapy around your self-esteem issues.
While waiting for some hands-on work, fountains are trickling, candles are flickering, incense is burning, lights are flashing, waterfowl are released into the street, and a small army of red ants are scattered across your back. She finally gets around to touching your neck. the source of all your pain and despair, only to flick her hands across your nape haphazardly and pronounce,
I can't help you there. I think you should see a chiropractor.
Samantha Shea, Hot Stone Therapeutic Massage. It's Stone with the Shea Hot Stone Massage. Why, is she even paying attention? You see, Samantha's got issues of her own, and she never learned that when someone comes to you for a therapy, it's their turn, not yours, to unload and unwind. Samantha has running about. And somewhere between the twiddling of your aching, throbbing lower back and the thrashing of your ankles, she'll tell you about her view of the world and her last 3 calls with her mother.
Isn't it unfair? I did ask her not to make a meat sauce, and she had made one anyway. I mean, 3 Mother's Days in a row. There's been meat sauce. I mean, yes, she did make a meatless one, but, I mean, I can't even be around meat, you know. The very sight of meat makes me gag. It's just very unfair, and I don't appreciate it when she does that at all. Ooh, is this stone too hot? Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, okay, so there's this nasty, smelly meat sauce, and I'm just supposed to sit there quietly and eat my pasta with vegetable medley and texturized vegetable protein sausage and just with that darned organic beef bolognese steaming away. I mean, I know it's tradition to get together with us as a family and respect her on her very special day, but, you know, I really would like it if she would respect my tradition of not eating meat. Is this stone too hot? Oh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, okay.
it's really not that bad out there, is it?
Well, you know, it sure beats a colonoscopy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome a young man, 11-year-old from Monroe, Maine, Mr. Nathan Hillman, to the stage. I heard Nathan playing at the Fiddle Convention at the Blue Goose a couple of months ago, and if any of you were there, I'm sure you'll remember this young man. Grab that music. So Nathan, what songs are you going to play for us tonight?
I'm going to play The Boys in the Valley Castle, Real de Montreal, Good for the Tongue, Bow of Oak Hill, and Basket of Yarn.
All righty. Thank you, man. I'm sure you get to hear him again sometime in the
Does he have his
future.
own CD yet?
What's that?
Does he have his own CD yet?
I don't know. You have to talk to him. Not yet. Not yet. Great job. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a wonderful cast, and we're going to do another jingle. This is another word from our sponsors.
If your gear is stuck in low, if your motor's running slow, if you want to go, 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 you can learn to tango. Gaze into the smoldering eyes of the one you fantasize. With the steps that tantalize, you can learn to tango.
Don't be shy, there's nothing to it.
Even migrant workers do it.
All the hip cats slide into it.
Dare to choose or choose to lose it.
Could this be your cup of tea? Would you care to dance with me? 3386073. You can learn to tango.
You can learn to do an Argentine tango with professional Argentine musicians and dancers. Workshops and classes and a concert and a dance May 13th and 14th. 338-6073 for more information.
You can learn to tango.
Thank you. This draws us to a close of another episode, and in our next episode, you'll get to see Susan Parnas, our Poet of the Month, and yeah, absolutely, and you get to hear Tree by Leaf again. So thank you for coming out, and we'll see you before you know it.
Thank you.